For those of you on my side of the audience, hello.
Your sound might be... your music is a little loud.
Alright, let me do something about that real quick.
Ah! Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Just one quick little adjustment here.
I am not ready for you to start yet. I need to actually make OBS into my will.
We're just messing around with sound settings mostly.
Music at 5%.
Much better. It's way more reasonable against the voices.
Very good. Now, we are live on my side.
Okay.
But since we have no audience, that's not a problem. Just don't do anything against terms of service and we should be fine.
Does that mean I can't have my deck out tonight?
You can, just don't have it on camera.
Yeah, if you have... I don't think you've gotten a webcam, so I suppose you could. I don't know if I want to know about it. As much as I think
I do either.
As much as I think consent is important, this actually might be the kind of thing I'd like you to lie about.
I have no desire to put my genitalia on screen ever. How's that for a lie?
I think you're telling the truth.
I could be. I could be this closeted streaker man.
That would be surprising. I would be surprised by that.
So would I.
Why would you be surprised by that?
Because I feel like as often as I accuse him otherwise, Alpha has never been untruthful with me. And while I know that wouldn't stop him from lies of omission, I feel like with the ribald nature of our stream in general, it would have come up. And I know he wouldn't lie to a direct question.
That coming from the only person ever to accuse me of the use of walkthroughs.
Like 5 times, and I don't intend to stop.
I'm sure
and you've
you
convinced me against it every time, but you're just too good at this shit.
You don't go 30 years and not learn a couple tricks.
I suppose.
So in case anybody is unsure of what we're doing, it is... What is it we're doing?
Surgeon Simulator 1, and watching you hopefully have a better time than the last time we tried this?
Oh, you mean the time that nobody will ever know about because it's not on record and therefore didn't exist?
Yeah, we didn't save a VOD of it, and that's probably for the best. It just wasn't fun.
I couldn't justify it.
I don't know, there's some weirdos out there that like to watch streamers scream about shit.
We weren't even, like...
It wasn't even that.
Fun angry. It was, like, defeated angry.
It was like, what the fuck is this, and how the fuck did they get away with this angry?
It was like sour frustration.
That's fair.
More sour than my lemons.
In front of my salad?
Hey, you put it there.
Heh.
Okay, my OBS is good to go, so you're free to engage enemy whenever.
The
enemy being your patience.
Yeah.
I'm AlphaStarDX, and guess who got his license back?
You certainly didn't deserve it.
You were alongside me, and you still say that?
Yes, because I was alongside you, I say that. I testified in the case against you, in front of the board.
Oh, did I ever tell you the result of that case?
I thought you had been, oh my god, what's disbarred but for doctors?
Loss of license, but I turned in my license to avoid the charges and then got it back. It's like changing the name of your diner so you can avoid bankruptcy.
You Richard Nixon motherfucker.
This is why I don't need walkthroughs. Anyway.
Anyway, viewers, I am not the one playing this game. I am the one watching and commentating on the barbarianism that is going to happen here.
This way, the lovely dear... Violetta or Violetta? What's your preferred pronunciation?
The first one.
Violetta. Okay. The flower, not the instrument. Can satiate her hunger for human souls and blood, and not get her keyboard all gummy with awful.
Now, before we get started tonight, I've got something to say to all of you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could all cosmically feel that coming, couldn't we?
Every single one of us.
Alright, well now that you're learning to use your hand.
I've known how to use my hand for years. What are you talking about?
You're calibrating. Alright, this is Bob.
Oh, absolutely.
The heart surgery.
Yep. So let's do this.
Yeah, did you take this for a test drive and had some better luck?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, so much better instantly. Holy shit. You can actually grab and interact with things. Down, down, baby. Oh yeah, get him. Who needs that xiphoid process?
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah. Oh.
Crack him open like a Slim Jim.
Wow, I've never seen a sternum fracture like that. They're actually one of the stronger bones in the body when it comes to putting direct pressure. But I guess that's nothing that a real good hammer couldn't fix.
Personally, I would go to the surgery with a sledgehammer.
Oh, what a neat trick you almost just pulled off! Holy shit!
I know, I was trying for it, actually.
That would have been so good.
You just earned 100 respect in Saints Row 2.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, you.
Oh no. Do you want to open that Pandora's box?
Oh, what
Once it's turned on, if you're going for the little buzzsaw, it doesn't turn off.
I know.
Alright.
You should know you can accidentally poke yourself with the drugs and that will fuck up the entire run.
We did that last time, in a desperate attempt to make something interesting. And boy, those don't fade for a long fucking time, huh?
Oh, they're permanent.
No, they're not, but they're almost permanent. It certainly feels that
Really?
way. Unless he managed to stumble into the antidote. It was at least 5 full minutes, if not more.
Where the fuck is my hammer? Is it gone? Oh, is that it right there?
Yeah, it went to the floor. It's in the pit now. You're not getting it back. It's now ammo.
Wait, no, that's the hammer, I think.
Oh yeah, wow. How can you tell? If you make me throw up my homemade pizza, I will be furious.
I think he's operated on people inebriated before.
He's weirdly competent at this. Well, that could be part of the reason that he took the actions he took that caused him to lose his license.
I don't know. I feel like him being drunk would actually make the surgery successful.
I guess that's true, because I recall his actions being malicious. If he was too inebriated...
Alpha, you haven't taken out the original heart yet. Are you turning him into a Time Lord?
Definitely more efficient. If you got space in the chest cavity, I don't see why not.
I don't think you do. I think it's used up.
If you got the space and the extra blood supply, you can put anything you want in there.
Mine's filled with grenades.
Now, did you choose to put them there, or did someone stash them in you, in one of your previous, owner's situations?
No, I chose to put them in there.
A strong, independent doll who don't need no, little girl or other owner. You can get your own damn grenades.
Honestly, I don't think I've settled on what the size of the doll actually is.
That is important. Everybody likes scale. May I suggest about 2 feet?
That would be adorable and amusing.
Like, big enough to interact with stuff, often comedically, but small enough that if, like, a little girl was, like, wandering around and cradling it, it would be very creepy.
Hmm. I was also thinking originally though, like more like this one anime I watched where this mage lady was like they had backup bodies made out of dolls that were actually human scale.
Ooh. Full Battle Angel Alita.
That was a good anime. It's a very weird one.
I watched the movie. It is also weird. But I was entertained.
Alpha, your patient is bleeding to death.
Oh, very fast, huh? You got a boogie. What happened to the heart? Is there too much stuff in there?
It's in the pit.
Oh, you gotta go fast. Like, oh no. Couldn't keep a grip on it. They're very slippery.
No, I intentionally threw it.
Uh-huh, why?
He's throwing this one.
Ah, literally. Well,
The blood soak, yes. Sent the motherfucker right to the bloodless zone, more like.
yeah.
I can do better.
Go on.
Do better in which direction? Kill faster or not kill? Oh boy, this is a deafening silence. I know he's doing it on purpose. Oh,
The
that's
awful thing is that open heart surgery is like pretty brutal actually in real life.
oh yeah. There's a reason it's got a very long recovery time, and it's not all about having the heart fucked around with.
No, it's about the fact they literally did crack open rip out your fucking rib cage.
Yeah, the retractor is really looks like a torture device.
Alpha, you're alright over there, buddy.
He's fallen asleep with his
Alpha.
finger on the
100,
trigger.
100! Yeah!
Yeah! Score!
Alright! Oh, look at that!
Oh boy. Wow. And Claire de Lune plays in the background as it floats into space.
Okay.
Are we going for success or a different kind of failure? Oh wow, that really got her. She really liked that.
Alright, this time we'll try it.
Okay.
I don't know why it's so funny. I think it was the floating away
Oh,
part.
god
Oh,
damn it.
Christ.
Got a high score. And then it just flies away.
It explodes in joy like Rocket League every time you score a goal.
Yes!
Every time you achieve a death. They blow a little confetti cannon for you in the operating room. So not sterile.
You talking about Rocket League kind of makes me wish they made a version of Surgeon Simulator that was competitive.
Oh boy.
We can
Like
do that.
Competitive open heart surgery.
We
Like
can
just
kinda,
a race, or you could mess with the other person.
I mean, we can kind of do that with
Yes!
It's true, if we wanted to get real technical,
two. Whoops. Hold on.
you guys could do single player mode on 2, but run them at the same time. You could, I guess,
know,
do
my
an
computer's
extremely
fucking-
complicated OBS feed to display them both if you wanted to get
I
exciting.
will tell you the last time I tried to do that, although it was on a crappier computer, I think. No, it was the crappier CPU. It was doable, but it was laggy as shit because Discord is not optimized.
Oh, I bet.
Fuck, I can't see worth a
I
shit.
think Surgeon Simulator 2 might work though.
It might be worth looking into.
Is that rib broken? I can't see it.
The three
appears to
ones,
be.
but the top 2 are not.
Alpha, you do realize we're seeing what you're seeing, so if you can't see it, we
Hey, do you
can't
want-
see it.
Hey, guys,
What?
I have a joke.
What?
He wants a second opinion.
This isn't a trauma center, this is an operating room.
Oh. What a weird
Wow.
remake sequel that was.
So you do know the shots. I think the green one slows blood loss.
Yeah, the Mountain
If you
Dew.
can manage to pick it up.
All surgery games have Mountain Dew, and it makes them better.
If you check the Baja Blast, it stabilizes them.
Yeah, and one of them should be an antidote to drugs, or we can wait it out. Because I swear it
It
stopped
is
the
an
last
antidote.
time.
I think if you stab him with it, it makes him bleed harder. I think he's gone, though. Elvis just could have fucking mercy killed him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess he'll be buried with full military honors.
Now then.
The patient or Alpha?
I don't think Alpha's gonna get honored if he dies. There will probably be celebrations.
Almost ended up with yogurt going up my nose from that one.
Oh. It's never happened to me with yogurt, but that sounds uniquely unpleasant.
I managed to avoid it.
I'm so
Just barely.
pleased to hear that.
Alright.
Alpha drugs are not the answer.
It's all business now. Uh-oh. Did you
Hey,
uncover the...
coffee mug in his face?
I mean, I guess this works too. Do you think you're actually getting the... Speed run this blindfolded, any percent. Oh boy. Is this what laparoscopic surgery is like? You just kind of have to guess and hope?
Pretty much.
I don't know. The only surgery I've ever had is on my fucking teeth.
Different challenges.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that makes me want to never have surgery again.
Having had dental surgery or watching this shit?
Having dental surgery.
Ugh.
Turns out I need a lot more pain drugs than a normal person does, and, they decided they were going to do it with me awake, so I got the unique sensation of pain and also felt like I was drowning. Because they were basically waterboarding me.
Yeah, because they need the full, rinsing out to get all the detritus.
Blood.
Cool. Terrible.
Blood in that case.
Yeah, well, also whatever...
I
whatever bits they're carving off of you.
in that case, it was my wisdom teeth.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Kuro has struggle with pain medication tolerance.
Yeah. And then there's my father, who, if you give it to him, it's too effective, and... I think it's the green one you need. Stick the watch in his chest. Damn it.
It's more than you would think. We're going for another death, huh?
No,
The
not
gravity in this game is wild.
I don't know if they intended to make a serious game at first and just saw the physics and were like, fuck it, or...
Yeah, what an interesting question.
Well,
What was the-
I was going for success, but of course, the fucking edge of the world.
Oh god.
Eh,
Not the face.
I don't want the face.
he's not dead, who cares?
I don't want the face. I want the neck.
Ugh. I can't watch this
Time
part.
for closed casket funeral, motherfucker.
Yeah, Jeezy Pete's.
Clean shave. Oh no, your cheese gratering.
Oh.
And his ribcage just
Why did his
explodes
chest
out of his
explode?
chest with that final heartbeat.
Hey!
Hooray!
A Rocket League goal. While we're watching this, would you folks like to hear what happened at my bachelorette party?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
So, this was last weekend. Oh, already, Alpha?
Well, I would really like to get them out of my way.
Well, save Baja Blast.
He was getting in the mood for the bachelorette party.
The drugs. No, that part was fairly tame. So Friday night, I drive up to. This was hosted by my ex, actually, but we're both very close friends, and she is in my bridal party, and very kindly allowed us to use her house as home base. So I drove up there after work, and my brother and Silver were already there, and everyone was making dinner. And then Brenda and Brian showed up, and Nikki and Chris showed up. And we all ate ziti and steak and just a ton of food. And nobody would let me help clean up the dishes, and everyone was very excited. And so I didn't know what the activities were. I had given some guidance, and then I asked to be surprised, even though I don't like surprises. Because I thought it would at least be interesting, if not fun. So nobody was really spilling any beans about what was going on. Richard had joked during my workday that he had just finished decorating the basement like a dungeon for the impact play portion of the evening.
Impact play?
Yes, as the both of you may recall on the Discord server, he was trying to, he was using a disinformation campaign because there had been too many information leaks about what might be happening that weekend. So he was really scattershotting what the actual activities could be. So I had repeated that joke, and Nicole was so shocked that she started choking on her ziti. And eventually everyone said that it was time to go downstairs. And this is where I started getting nervous.
You're like, oh no, what's happening?
Well, yeah, because
just shut the lungs. We don't need those.
Yeah, just really get some new room for the heart. Make it feel really welcome, spacious.
I feel like Whit would enjoy the kidney operation.
I think I've seen them all done, but I haven't seen them in a while. Yeah, you fully pull out all the organs, all the intestines, right?
Yeah, you're like, yeah, do it.
Because the kidneys are very deep in your body. They're closer to your back than your front, so you gotta get all that other shit out of the way. Although if you've fasted properly before a surgery, there really shouldn't be much shit in there.
Yeah. So you go down to the dungeon.
Crawl
in the dungeon.
Yeah, right. When I got there, I dropped my stuff off in the basement because I was sleeping in Hannah's office. And around dinner time, they tell me that I am no longer allowed to go downstairs to my room. Which is terrifying.
Isn't this your house?
No. This is my ex's house. She was very kind enough to let us use that as home base. I am told I'm no longer allowed to go downstairs to my room. And then dinner proceeds, and when it ends, people start filing downstairs. They're like, it's time to go downstairs. And then Silver just comes up beside me and just puts his hand on my shoulder and says nothing. And I'm like, am I allowed to go downstairs? What is this? Is everything okay? He's like, yeah, no, everything's fine. But he doesn't move. He just stands there with his hand on my shoulder, which is not a thing we do. This is not normal behavior, but he just insists that everything is fine.
In that very Richard kind of way.
It's just a very, everything is
ominous?
Not fine. Yes, everything is not fine, but I can't tell you what it is. So then he releases me, and I go downstairs, and everybody yells, surprise! And this strikes me as very strange, because I don't see what I'm supposed to be surprised by. All my friends are standing down there. We all have masks on because it's in an enclosed space. And then I realize I don't recognize her. All my friends are on one side of the room, and there's 3 women, actually, I don't recognize. She's wearing an enormous feather boa. She's not wearing pants. They hired burlesque dancers.
Excellent.
And my first words were, oh shit. because I had said, and in fact encouraged burlesque dancers, but I was really faced with the reality.
This is like I suggested it, but I never thought you would actually do it.
I am the dog chasing the car. Once I had caught the car, I really didn't know what I was going to do about it. I had no plans. It occurred to me shortly thereafter that I don't think I had ever actually seen a burlesque show in real life. And I was surrounded by a lot of my friends and also my brother. And I was so freaked out and like nervous. Apparently I turned bright red. And I couldn't look at them for the first like minute. I was like kind of like nervously laughing and like, oh, hello, and looking back and forth to my friends, but I couldn't like make eye contact. I was like, and I had the thought of like, Jackie, you were being so rude. They're our guests, and then they're not our guests. This is their job. They are being compensated for this.
And they probably encountered that more than once.
Well, this was, I think, this wasn't their first private show, but it was their first show in a home. So apparently this is like a real big deal burlesque troupe in northern Delaware. They perform at a bar in Wilmington that has like a full stage setup, and they have auditions. You can't just say like,
trick.
oh, it's like spinning a poker chip, only there should be much more blood.
That's my...
It was kind of like a fidget spinner trick.
See, that's exactly my problem here. It is too nice a grip.
Oh, so now you're having the opposite problem of before?
Yeah, I'm trying to grip it a certain way, and it refuses to fucking cooperate because the hand is unrealistic. Okay, that's a lot better. Now let's try this.
Come on. Come on, full screwdriver style. Yeah, perfect. So I force myself to look at the dancers. We're all still standing around, like nothing has happened yet. And I like force myself to look at them each, and then I accidentally completely full-on barrel one of them right in the crotch with my eyes. I'm like, okay, maybe you're not cut out for this. Maybe you should go back to not looking at them because you're not doing a great job. Because she wasn't wearing pants, you see.
Sounds par for the course thus far.
So...
Has anyone told you that you're hopelessly gay?
Yes, we had a long discussion about how how hopeless lesbian I was about this whole thing, and also explained the term disaster bi to my friend, and we realized that, boy, it really describes her. So my friend Nicole actually knows one of the women personally, because Nicole goes to that bar and has seen them perform. And this one woman is sometimes a bartender there. So when my ex said, like, we're looking to hire burlesque dancers, my friend Nicole was like, I absolutely can make that happen. And actually having Nicole be, like, so comfortable with it was very helpful to me, because I took a lot of cues from her of, like, how am I supposed to act? So one woman was combination dancer, DJ, and MC. She did incredibly, juggling all that different stuff. And they each did 2 acts, with an intermission in between. And the first act was kind of like bog standard. I danced to a sexy song and I take some clothes off. It was great.
No!
Uh-oh.
Get the fucking hell out of my way. Thank you.
I told you, it's Pandora's box. And if you're not careful, it'll, like, scoot itself along the table.
He's actually doing very well.
Yeah, this is great. Heave! You may have to I was gonna say you may have to employ some sort of cutting tool, but it turns out, no, you do not.
No, you just Kalimas those fuckers right out of there. They're spring-loaded, too. I like how the rib on his face looks like one of the face huggers from Alien.
It really does. I mean, I'm sure that's partially what Giger was inspired by.
I wasn't going in for anything in particular there. I just thought it was funny to have that be.
So I'll continue about the dancers.
The dancers. They encourage us to like whoop and holler because they were used to getting like a lot more audience feedback, and I was worried that we weren't doing enough because there was only like 7 of us. Before they started, we were all like going to the little like couch area that my friends had set up, and I couldn't. I was so like beside myself, I couldn't figure out where to sit. And I think the MC, her name was Anarchus, said like, take whatever seat you want. And my eyes flashed very briefly to the stairs up from the basement. And my friend caught me and he said, down here. So my escape was thwarted.
As in like, get out of here kind of thing?
Oh, well, I was like, well, what if my whatever seat I want is upstairs in the living room? And Brian noticed me doing that.
I was hoping he was going to be brave enough to like make a joke like, what about one of their laps?
Oh, no, I was definitely not comfortable enough for anything like that this early in the evening.
Alright.
And then I was face to face with my big brother, the man I grew up with, the little boy that we used to take baths together when we were small. And I had to like face the possibility that one or both of us were going to get fairly turned on from this.
Oh,
and
good.
What that would mean for me and my philosophy of life. And I jokingly asked, like, could you maybe leave? And Zach, being the guy, he's like, yeah, absolutely. And he, like, basically started walking upstairs so fast
Do you
I almost...
see that immediacy like that?
Yes. Like, his tone of voice was completely serious. He's like, yes, absolutely. I don't think he was like, I'm so into this part of the evening. He was there because he's my brother and because he's in my wedding party. I don't think this was the thing that's like, I'm super signing on to get to see a burlesque show. Hey, we did it!
Looks fine to me. I'm sure he'll live.
See?
Yeah, you got all the bits in.
I do deserve my license.
I
am a doctor!
Yeah, I would like to see you pull out 37 feet of intestine.
You mean...
So Zach left.
No, I caught him, because I didn't think it was fair that he would be sitting upstairs. Whoa.
Guys?
What a huge crash report.
Huh?
You want to give that one more try?
I'll try it. I don't know if y'all can see this, but...
I can.
The thing went dead.
Yeah. Huh.
Let's attempt that again.
Yeah, everyone start saying quiet prayers, or loud prayers if that's your thing.
Okay, let me get back in here.
Was this a Steam purchase, or are you running this off of something else?
Say that again?
Was this a Steam purchase, or
Yes.
are you running it off of something else?
It's a Steam purchase.
Your viewer Ryoko Ame made a very good joke.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I don't even
The
have.
last thing you want to hear.
I don't even have V's chat up. Sorry.
The thing went dead is the last thing you want to hear in a surgery.
You've never seen me operate, then, have you?
No, they have not.
You two have.
I have, though.
Uh-huh.
I have, and I remember.
What I can tell you is all of this shit is fairly par for the course. Alright. We don't need... You certainly don't need the big one. The little tubey one, you need at least some of. For that big one, you can fully get rid of that. It's really stuck in there.
Yeah.
I think first you have to slice through the greater omentum, which is a network of fatty tissue and blood vessels. Although I don't remember it being quite so solid. It's an actual body thing. So when I did my dissections in high school, I don't remember the greater omentum being so fucking rock hard like that. It's kind of like a little sack.
I'm sorry, a what?
Like a little sack.
A sack?
Made of like fat and blood vessels. A network. A matrix. A bag.
I mean,
It was very gross to touch. I didn't like it.
I mean, you had me at sack.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from that. So I did retrieve my brother. I allowed him to participate, which is good, because I found out later, I'm pretty sure he helped pay for it.
Yeah, but who really paid for it? I mean, like, paid for it.
Like psychically? I don't know. Probably the one woman who had to drive all the way down to DC that night. So it was very generous of her to agree to perform. Since we were in Central Jersey. So the MC did her number. It was like pretty standard. You know, learned to like whoop along and like be a good clappy audience.
The audience had to clap.
No one did any touching, which I think is probably for the best.
I imagine all those ladies are probably pretty clean.
Probably. Burlesque definitely attracts a different level of...
I thought you said this was supposed to decrease the blood loss.
One of them is worse and one of them is better. So this might be the worst one, judging by its reaction.
The blue one, it increases blood loss. It's for curing yourself if you accidentally prick yourself on the
Baja Blast.
Oh, I see. So what's good for me is bad for them, and what's bad for me is good for them.
Yes. Well, what you want is to keep your... Okay. What I was going to say is what you want is to keep your patient anesthetized. But judging by what got you unlicensed, what I shouldn't say instead is what doctors generally want is to keep their patients anesthetized.
I remind you that what got me unlicensed was my own decision to dislicense myself. And then relicense myself as soon as I was clear of the charges. So yeah, I fully mix into that one.
So did that story of yours evolve any further? Or is it just, I was awkward the entire night situation?
Your story, Wit. Oh, did we lose Wit?
Maybe she went AFK.
Sorry for the interruption. I was interrupted. What did I miss?
We want to know...
I asked if your story went any further.
Yes, it does. Because the first round of acts were fairly...
How fucking deep does this mine go?
What?
Which mine?
What did you do? How deep does this go?
No, I wanted to describe some of the acts that they did because some of them were super creative and interesting.
Yes.
The second woman who went, her stage name was Kombucha Kitty. And she danced to Fever, and she was dressed up kind of like a nurse. It's very cute. And then the third woman, her name is Masochist, and she was a trained ballerina.
Okay, that's a pretty cool one.
She for her first dance, had us turn off all the lights, and she had light gloves.
Where do I even dislodge this thing from?
From the bottom, I think?
From the bottom?
That's from the bottom, I think. You
All
must
right.
sever the anus.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you have to... Good night, Beast!
Has anybody here ever been through that? Good night, Beast.
Has anyone ever what?
Has anyone here ever been through that?
No.
Never?
Nope, not once.
Oh.
Definitely not twice.
Oh, okay, cool.
So she turned on the palms of her light gloves first and danced, and then like 3/4 of the way through it, turned on the fingertips, and they were a different color. It was shocking how well that effect worked in a New Jersey basement. It looked so cool. And they each, they would strip down to bottoms and like pasties. So there was no full nudity, which is also probably for the best. I really enjoyed watching my friend Nicole. She's the one who knew them. Openly lusting over, like, she has very expressive eyes, and even over her mask, like, her eyes were so big, and I can tell her mouth was fully open.
I've never met her in person, but she seems absolutely delightful from all the very filthy references and jokes on Discord.
Nikki's great. So they had an intermission, and this is when...
Totally the right way to hold it, right?
Probably, right? Any luck loosening it up?
I have no idea where the fucking cut points are.
Just, like, trace it, like kindergarten, follow the lines.
You're asking me to do that on this fucking handling?
I'm asking you to try, that's all. Do your best.
Entertain me.
Wow, that's really fucking rock solid, huh?
Okay.
You have to do the small intestine first?
That's it.
Oh boy. Well...
You know, I think you actually do have to.
Yeah, does the small intestine come out? After you...
It does.
Go to town with a hammer? Is that any looser? Oh, are you just going to death first?
No, I'm actually trying to figure this out. I don't have
you are allowed to look this up online if you get tired of trying to figure it out.
That's what I have you nurses for now, isn't it?
I nominate the doll, because I am telling a story about strippers.
I must agree with that.
This would be like Scheherazade. If I can come up
with
a stripper story every week, I'll never need to read a walkthrough.
Here's the problem with me doing that, is when I click off the Discord stream, it stops streaming it through my OBS.
Very well.
Oh,
I will
Lord.
put Solitaire down. Surgeon Simulator. No, not 2. I want 1.
You'll probably want 2013 then.
2013,
kidney transplant guide. Pew, 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 pew. No,
Right.
I certainly don't want it to be in video form.
Why does everything gotta be in video form anymore for that kind of shit? I hate it.
Makes money.
This isn't exactly a pillow, but it'll do.
Except it doesn't make money anymore. Nobody fucking makes money off of YouTube anymore. You had to have a Patreon or something.
Yeah. Use the scalpel to cut the intestines/stomach in the darkened areas.
The darkened...
Speaking of Patreon, support me at Ko-fi.
Well, I would assume that to mean the parts that are deeper.
I'll see if I can find something with any more... Where do you cut the intentions insert? Wait, is this a real... Okay, this is not a real... I had to check if this was not, actually for doctors. Cut the large intestine at the ileocecal valve to your right and below the small intestine, and the sigmoid colon, your bottom right.
Below?
Uh-huh.
How the fuck am I to reach that?
So, bottom right and bottom left, I think?
Alright, let me...
I think that's what the curved handle knife is for.
Why the fuck is this even here? Get the fuck out of here.
That's for you to stick in there after you take everything else out.
There's your Baja Blast.
Hey, Wit, I suggest you shut your eyes.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm shutting my eyes. And thinking of burlesque dancers. During the intermission, Nicole came to me and said, who was it that made that comment about impact play? Because Anarchist at the bar on Thursdays is the house top, and if you ask her very, very nicely, she will spank your ass with her custom spanking paddle that has her name wood burned into it. And so when you said impact play, I thought, oh my god, I didn't know that they were doing that tonight. And I turned to Brian and I asked, is there a St. Andrew's cross downstairs? And because Brian is a normal man, he said, a what? And it was only... Brian did later confess that he absolutely knows what a St. Andrew's cross is. He just wasn't expecting to hear it at dinner, and Nikki was whispering. So what I thought was just like a fun, innocent, like Richard sowing disinformation joke, Nicole's soul briefly left her body as she thought she had to come to terms with not only opening...
You just cut a part there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did you see something?
Yeah. It's that little cut there in the small part, see it?
Yeah, I do
left
see a
side.
cut. That has appeared. Yeah, try pulling and grabbing some stuff.
Grab the thinner intestine.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the big one's coming yet. Wow, so rock solid. Ugh.
That's not moving either, and I'm not entirely convinced
Well,
I'm gripping
some
it.
pop loose, but maybe it's not completely all the way out. Alright, so continue.
Oh, with that line, make sure you cut that part. And then the duodenum is... The second part to cut the small intestine is where it begins beneath the large intestine. Well, you don't need that one. You've got plenty of others. Yeah, maybe it'll find it for you. Just, like, sort of turn him loose. You see anything, boy? Yeah, just, like, really slice it up in there. Well, yeah, just really slice him up.
Just stick a bunch of it between your fingers and just go Wolverine on it.
Yeah! Scalpel hands.
I thought about that, but I'm struggling enough with basic control as it is, so...
Yeah, I have a feeling that would be a full nightmare to try and do.
Alright, something came loose.
Looks like the large.
Yeah, the tail of the large. Oh boy, well now you've made a death trap.
Okay, so it's just the bottom part of it. I don't know why the upper part's resisting. Turn them into a pizza.
Well, you already got enough sauce, huh?
The word pizza should never be said on this stream again.
Why? Oh, because you're still upset about Off-Peak City, huh?
I'm still very upset about that.
That game was perfect.
Why you're not is a mystery to me.
I think it helped that I was in control, and I knew what to expect because I had seen a little bit of a playthrough.
I feel
If
like
that had been
Ryoko
fully
just made a
new-
very meta joke for this fucking bit we do.
If that had been fully new to me and I was experiencing it for the first time with you, I would have felt fully insane. The other thing that happened during intermission of the burlesque show is Anarchus came out to run like a little game of like, well, who wants to like try their hand at burlesque and like sexily take their shoes off? And 4 of my friends raised their hand.
Do what now?
And, just pretend to do a burlesque move, but just take off a shoe. And
strip poker would have been cool.
Chris tried it, and Brenda did it, and Hannah did it, and they were very funny. And then Nicole elected to go last. So Nicole sits down in the chair and takes her shoe off fairly quickly. We're all whooping and hollering. And then she starts gesturing to her socks. And of course, we whoop and holler even louder. And she pulls off her sock, and under it is another sock. Haha, very burlesque. And she pulls off that sock, and under it is another sock. And then she goes to her other foot, and that foot's wearing 2 socks. And she goes back to the first foot, and she pulls off a sock, and under it is a 3rd sock. No, I think we're up to 4. She was wearing 5 pairs of socks. And the reason she was wearing, like, big snow boots is, yes, it was a little chilly, but mostly because that was the only shoes that she had that would fit 5 pairs of socks into it.
So the whole thing was for the bit.
Yes, I was dying laughing, and I eventually asked, did you plan this? She goes, yeah, I've been waiting for this for months, baby. Because she knew that the burlesque dancers run this little game of, like, come on stage and try this little thing. It'll be fun. And she had apparently been thinking of it since this was suggested. The second round of dances, Anarchus came out and danced to a remix of Tequila.
That's it.
And had... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! I picked the wrong time to look back. Holy shit. I'm squeamish about one thing only, and it's eyeballs.
I was aiming for the nose.
Uh-huh, great.
Sorry.
You could So Anarchist came out with 3 tequila shots. I learned later that they were not real tequila. And is dancing to tequila, and every time she takes a shot, which she does when they say da-na-na-na-na-na tequila, she gets drunker and she starts getting like more white girl wasted, and like she's wearing like a clubbing outfit, and her skirt keeps getting hiked up, and she takes off her heels because her feet are getting tired from dancing. And by the time she's taken like the 3rd shot, she is like deeply fucked up, and she takes her top off, and like she's like wearing very little underwear underneath it. At the end of the song, she like passes out on the ground because she's so fully drunk. Which is such a clever little act, I think. It was very funny. And then Kombucha Kitty came out again, and she's wearing like this tiny little cowgirl outfit of like a big fluffy coat, the shortest Daisy Dukes I've ever seen in my whole life, and a little cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and she starts dancing to this song that I swear I recognized but couldn't put my finger on, and does like a really nice little 2-step.
Yes, hello, how's she doing?
I realized later that the reason I recognize the little, like, cowboy song she's dancing to is that it is Woody's theme from Toy Story. Because You've Got a Friend in Me starts playing. And that was very challenging to hear. And it really messed up Brenda, because Brenda is an enormous Disney fan. She tries to go to Disney every year if she can.
Messed up good way or messed up bad way?
Like, wow, this is creative, but also I don't know how I can reckon with this and my worldview of what Disney is and represents.
See, with me, as fucked up as I am, I would take the lyrics of that song in a different context, considering the context.
We definitely all laughed, but it was just more uncomfortable for some than for others. And Kombucha Kitty, like, takes off her shorts and jacket, takes off her cowboy hat and boots, and underneath her outfit she's wearing very tiny neon green like an underwear set and a purple cape. She is now Buzz Lightyear. And
Nice.
the song changes to be like a dubstep remix with like quotes from Toy Story interspersed in it, and like turns it into like a full like sexy dance. And so I will think about that for the rest of my natural life, especially anytime I hear You've Got a Friend in Me. That was the first time she had performed that act, actually. And apparently when she sent the music to Anarchist was extremely confused about why she needed to remix You've Got a Friend in Me.
Yeah, the scalpel's not working.
That's really more of a scooper than a cutter. Yeah, and I don't know if those Q-tips are doing you any favors. Do not... Okay. Oh, he's dead. I see. Alright, let me...
Bye!
Surgeon Simulator fandom, I will read word for word, okay?
Okay.
Remove the sheet.
Get off me.
You can, I guess, use whatever cutting tool you like. Cut the large intestine at the ileocecal valve to your right and below the small intestine.
Stand by a minute. They've made these scalpels nearly impossible to grab. And even more impossible to properly grip.
They should stick out like one of them knife holders you find in the kitchen.
Like a butcher block, yeah.
I'm moderately amazed. I'm moderately amazed, V, that you can say the word kitchen after what you've been through.
That's another moment I'll remember forever. So, large intestine is just sliced fully along the bottom of the whole cavity.
Okay.
Oh, you got one. And then the other side, as low as you can get the cut. Yeah. Even
what
lower
about
if you can.
kitchens?
The cooking simulator and all of the the trauma from those playthroughs.
The radioactive fucking plate.
That exploding plate brings me such joy every time I think about it. Alright, try the large intestine.
I don't think I broke it loose on the left.
Alright.
Hang on. I'm working.
Whatever tool you can find to, like, get you down under in there. Yeah, that's pretty far. And then, like, just slice all the way along the bottom.
I am doing my level damnedest best here.
Oh, yeah. Listen to that baby squish.
The one with the curved handle and much longer blade might do better for that.
Maybe. Have you played with that one yet?
Which one?
The kidney bowl one. It's in the kidney bowl.
Oh, that right there?
Yeah, that is a cutting tool.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, boy.
You might have to adjust your grip somehow. So continue about the party.
Oh, and then Masochist Dance one more time, a fairly traditional, like she used like big feather fans, which is a staple in burlesque dancing.
Yes.
And so the reason I wasn't allowed to go downstairs to my room was mostly to keep me out of the downstairs, and also because they were using my room setup as their green room. And so they all got changed into street clothes, and we got to talk to them for like 5 or 10 minutes. They were very sweet, but they had to get out of there because Kombucha Kitty had to drive all the way down to DC.
I will never be able to pull this off again.
What? Having that down in there running?
Yep, and having it hit just right to cause the drill down.
That is a lot of blood loss.
Alright, let's try this one more time. I will see if I can find any better wording other than the dark areas or...
Well, I mean, like, it's pretty clear, if that's even correct, as to where I'm supposed to be making the cuts. The problem I'm having is, well, making the cuts.
The upper portion of the left side.
I have found an image.
Is what someone said.
I have found an image.
Oh, yes? Is it of the burlesque dancers or about the surgery? Because I can find you an image of a burlesque
Alpha,
dancer.
check the no voice text chat on my server.
Alright, give me a...
Your server.
I'm gonna have to restart this anyway. Let me see this.
Your server, you said.
Next time you look up a guy like that, search Google Images.
That's not a bad idea.
Usually gets more to the point. The point.
Heh.
So they left. So, nothing catastrophic happened.
And nothing of value is lost. No voice, you say.
Yep.
Oh! Wow, that is a very helpful image.
I'd say so.
Like a murder percent in this game speedruns.
Okay.
Now you gotta do
Yeah,
the small.
actually, that's... Small is the line that we saw on the left side.
I see that incision.
It's the one on the left, and also I think you cut above the stomach.
The stomach was optional.
No, I don't think the stomach's optional. Nope, actually it is. Never mind. What do I fucking know?
Ooh. Oh, it's got 2 layers.
Yeah, just throw it out there. Just fucking throw it on the fucking floor. with disgust.
Like shrimp cocktail. Ooh. Blech. Bad
Why
to
is it so
see.
bouncy?
Yeah, it should be fairly flat if the patient has been fasting, which you really should if you're removing it.
This is surgeon simulator. You know they fucking haven't.
It should be basically.
That organs are optional for a few seconds.
Heh.
There are no organs in here.
You don't have to do the rib cage. You know the kidneys are at the. Why are the kidneys all the way up there? Oh my god! No!
You don't seem to believe I know what I'm doing.
The kidneys are supposed to be in your pelvis! Oh my lord!
Mutant kidneys aside.
Oh no! Wow!
Wait, did I tell you about the fucking nightmare bachelor party someone in my D&D group was gonna fucking have?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember because this was months ago. Okay, so first of all, it was going to be in city, so, you know, nobody had to travel, but for some reason he insisted that they had to get a fucking Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's like, why? Because that
so
costs money.
Nobody was out of town?
Nobody was out of town.
Oh, that's insane. If there's like one or two people and like you wanna then all be together, I get that. But if everybody lived locally...
Get out of my way,
you locally. So, everyone's already like, why? Because that's fucking weird. You gotta jab him more than once.
Yeah, wow, look at it
multiple
go.
Applications. So everyone's like, why? Because that costs money, and like, if they're like me, they don't want to fucking sleep in a strange bed.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so there's that. Also, fucking COVID was like still raging at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was this ridiculous schedule of like everything was itemized, and it was like a 2-day fucking thing. Where, first of all, everyone involved, I believe, mostly lived south of the city in a different town. And the Airbnb was across the river north of my city in a different town.
Hmm.
In a different state.
Oh.
So it would have taken like 40 minutes of driving. The gas prices being what they were at the time, which wasn't great. Through traffic. Back and forth because everything for this fucking bachelor party was set in different fucking locations. And all that was expensive shit. Like, one was like, I think, like fucking paintball or something, like the most expensive fucking place in town. The other was like this fucking bougie fucking steak place or something. I don't even remember the exact details. I think my brain blanked most of them out.
I assume I need to
none of that happened.
I assume I need to cut those cords there?
The ureters, yes.
You might need to cut them at the kidneys. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I believe it's up at the junction.
Yeah, just fucking shank them.
Yeah, there you go. And then put them back where they belong in the pelvis.
Look at that kidney hole. Unfortunately, he needs to put them exactly there, or else it doesn't count as a completion.
Boo.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way during my practice go.
You want to give him another jab so you're not doing this on a time limit?
The time limit's not that bad. The fact that I can't fucking get them. There's one.
Well, that's what I mean by it. It's just eat the beans. Give me the beans!
Okay, where the fuck?
Give me the beans, boys, and free my soul.
Yeah, I guess you would know about making songs about beans, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's my one claim to fame.
The Black Bean Parade.
The Black Bean Parade. Oh, fuck, that's so right. So,
are you
when I went downstairs and they said surprise, and I met the burlesque dancers, Nicole said, "You've actually you've met her before, because she was the one who was working the bar when we had a charity event for Nicole's brother. He had cancer and they were raising some money to help him out. And I said, oh yeah, I was the one, I came in 3rd out of 4 in a karaoke contest. My competition did all of Rap God, and Anarchist says, oh yeah, that's my husband. Who is apparently also a burlesque dancer, and they were considering hiring him, but
Get
more
off the
people
lid.
at the party were into ladies. And I said, yeah, I rewrote the lyrics to the Black Parade, and Anarchist goes like, oh yeah, I fully remember that. So thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, I rewrote the lyrics to Black Parade, based off of that Tumblr post a billion years ago, based off of that tweet. And I wrote all the words, and to this day I still don't know the real words for the Black Parade, because I just never listened to that song. I think it's silly.
I don't either.
We did it!
Wow, you really squeaked by there on blood, huh?
Oh, whoops. No. I don't want that.
What's next?
Something I
Brain transplant.
am intimately familiar with from the last time I had a license.
It's not brain surgery, it's a brain transplant.
Which I still don't think we've managed medically, but I bet people are still trying.
This is fucking Surgeon Simulator. We're in peak performance surgery now.
That's right. This is what medicine wishes it could be. Oh,
I guess
boy.
for the sake of fairness, I should explain to you, Alpha, that the brain, while it's in there, is actually a very easy to injure source of immediate bleeding. If you smack it really hard with the axe, he will fucking die.
Well, at least there's one tiny bit of realism. I fully have the song that I just sang a parody of. Oh boy. Ooh. Ave Maria.
Lovely.
Thanks.
Somebody clip that right now. I can't, because if I close this fucking Discord stream, it will close it on stream.
Oh, there's gotta be a button for this. Where's the button? Oh, is it / clip in chat or something?
Anybody notice what's going on with the hammer?
Probably. Yeah, that's a little weird.
I don't know if I managed to get the clip. I'm fully very stupid. Oh, I found the button. Ladies and gentlemen, both in neither, I have found the button.
Grats.
Yeah, you're going to have to hard-boiled egg this fucker and just, chip it off of there. See, the thing is, as far as I know, is opening the head up for brain surgery. They take the skull with it when they cut the skin off.
Well, I mean, on the fairly realistic simulator I did, we had to take a whole plate after flipping up the scalp.
I think they gotta do wider stuff like this. They take the skull off. Oh, his head brace is broke.
A clip. I'm very proud of it. Gently. Gently. Steady
Yeah,
now.
you just jab his brain.
Alright, have we done
If you
it?
made the clip, post it in the clip postings on my Discord.
Yes, ma'am.
So did Curl get a party?
She... Sunday... on Sunday, she had some people over our house, including Alpha. And then this weekend, she and a couple, her siblings and her best friend are going to DC to hang out at the...
You gotta cut out the old one.
There's
a laser cutter, by the way, on your right.
Oh god, the laser cutter is more trouble than it's worth.
Do it.
Do it? Where is it?
It's the hanging thing there with the... Yes, that.
That thing?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't say fire.
It does it anyway.
Yeah, it never stops. It never stops, never stopping.
Well, shit.
I told you!
Yes, but content. Yes!
The clips channel, you say?
Clip postings.
There we are.
Media.
Okay, gotta...
Oh, well, there's an idea.
So close. So yeah, I mean, nothing is so exciting as the burlesque dancers. They went home. We stayed up a little later. Boy, I don't even remember what happened. Yeah, we stayed up a little later and
I believe I'm hitting the carotid.
Oh boy. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Wait, close your eyes.
Uh-huh, thanks for the warning. You're, correcting his cataracts, I assume?
Yep.
And this man will never close his eyes ever again. Removing his head will definitely remove his brain, I guess.
And it was worth and it was worth an achievement.
You've got a great point.
Just transplant the whole fucking head.
Alright.
The next morning, we had a big breakfast. Everyone who was there stayed over. I got my little private room. Zachary slept in the room next door to me that didn't have a fully sealed wall, and Zachary has a terrible snoring problem. But I brought earplugs for just such an occasion, so I slept pretty well. They made a big breakfast. Some more people showed up. My friend Isabel from college. Carmine and Christine, Carmine is in the Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
And Beth and Josh.
Oh yeah, they were at both halves, huh?
Yes. So this was Saturday, and then we went downstairs. Then again, they told me you can go downstairs, but you can't go in your room. I'm like, are there more burlesque dancers?
Now?
Are there more burlesque dancers downstairs? And they assured me that the surprise downstairs was absolutely not any people. And when everyone was ready to go,
a burlesque dancing dog.
Yeah, right. When we went downstairs, in the room I slept in was a penis-shaped piñata with a mustache for some reason.
Oh, this, yes.
And it was explained to me that penis-shaped piñatas are definitely more available than the alternative, but this way, I, as a lesbian, get to beat the shit out of one with a baseball bat. Which is actually very sweet.
You?
Yes.
Watch out, Alpha, your dick's in danger.
Yeah.
My dick's been in danger for many years.
To be swinging a baseball bat around, especially because they wanted to have me blindfolded. And I did a couple swings blindfolded. And I believe I had started to break it, and I passed the baseball bat to someone else. The first two things that flew out of the piñata were small pairs of pliers. And so that was... Yes. I was wondering if maybe it was filled with, like, tools, like, for work? For, like, band instrument repair?
Can we, like, try and raise a little higher, please?
Uh-oh. Oh, you're so close! Yeah, move your head, move your neck! Just pap it in there. A A little bit of a pat.
Just head pat it in there.
Pat, pat, pat. Oh, there's an emote for this. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I got it.
Wow, hey!
I've done it.
I got an A. Wow.
The standards are low.
I am a doctor.
I guess. They're doing a completely fictional surgery.
Is this the Alpha? Is this the Alpha Redemption arc?
Yeah. Oh no,
know,
dude. Oh
yes!
Yeah, I already like it.
Alright.
I will just focus on my solitaire game.
It's not on Myth 15, motherfucker! You still gotta keep going!
Wit, I am going to give you precisely 2 minutes to get ready for this, while I go and take a well-deserved piss. Excuse me.
If he had done badly, do you think he would not have gone to pee because he didn't deserve it? What an interesting choice of language he used, and I really would love to litigate what that means. It's a great phrase, and one that I think I will steal because it's very funny. But it really opens up...
Are we agreed this is the Alpha Redemption arc for his doctor story?
Maybe... I would argue that he still doesn't intend to do good.
Is this the Alpha DX Doctor Isekai arc where he gets sent to some bizarre world where suddenly his talents actually work?
That's right, this is the only universe where being this kind of doctor is rewarded.
Yes. It's just like my Japanese animes.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah, now that's my least favorite part of any isekai storyline of, like, having to think about the media the character was consuming before they were in this world. Because I like to imagine the world, but I don't much care about their previous life. Although, I will say, I don't remember where this came up. I think it was on a website that I didn't expect an ad for an anime to happen. And I wish I could remember the name of it, but it's an isekai, sort of an isekai, in which it's a Roman bathhouse architect transported to modern-day Japan.
And now...
And the onsen culture.
And now my imitation of Freddy Krueger.
Oh boy. Yeah, you're gonna do a lot of terrible stuff, huh? You're not just gonna try and succeed right off the bat.
Creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
He ripped them straight out of this man's skull.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna focus on my solitaire game. And just try and keep up with the conversation.
Just talk about more stripper stories.
That does remind me of a joke, a conversational joke that I made many years ago that I'm still really riding high on because I thought it was extremely good.
Do I need to cut off the goggles?
If you can't grab them, I guess.
Yeah, you do, actually.
Really? They're only cuttable?
Yeah, it's some stupidity. I remember seeing this thing, and that was the only way to get them off.
Alright, we're gonna do this the easy way.
Oh boy, I shouldn't have looked. I don't know if
I don't know why they shattered.
Why are you looking at all? You know what this is.
I didn't think we were at the eyeball stage yet, and we're not quite. He's still wearing protective glasses. His eyeballs are, for the moment, safe.
The rest of them ain't.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. I was sitting around with my friend Isabel and her friends from high school. And her friend...
Do not look for this part, I'm dead serious.
Okay. Her friend Putt, his real name is Andrew, but they already had too many friends named Andrew, so they called him Putt after Putt, the educational computer games.
Oh. Now what's the right way to do this?
Do you want the walkthrough?
Please.
Wow, really? Already going for the walkthrough? I thought you were just gonna fucking YOLO this shit.
I think he might be having mercy on me.
What a strange concept.
Right? He can be a real sweetheart when he wants to be. Is it this? Break the goggles.
Done.
Impale the eyes with a long, thin object such as a pencil or scalpel. Pencils are preferable to pens and scalpels as they will not cause harm to the patient.
You say pens are good?
Pencils are best.
Pencils. Oh boy. Seriously, look away.
Yeah, I'm looking right at the words and not at that other monitor. In fact, I can put this in front of that monitor.
Here, Rhett. I posted in no voice. This is my feeling on this whole thing right now.
I'm having a real hard time aiming.
I actually can't look at it because that is on my Discord window, and I promise I'll look at it later.
I am having a shit ton
Hey,
of...
Retro, I'm not the surgeon Alpha is. I'm just watching and beholding the horror.
Come on, get it.
Yeah, just fucking John Wick this motherfucker.
That's what I'm attempting to do, and it's not.
Step 2, impale the eye with a long, thin object such as a pencil or scalpel. They like pencils because it doesn't do blood loss harm, but whatever you gotta do. Oh, wow, these are some really visceral instructions. Here is all of the action verbs that start each of the instructions. Step 1, break. Step 2, impale. Step 3, gouge. Step 4, knock. Step 5, cut. Step 7, pull.
I'm going to need more instructions
Yeah,
than
right?
that because I'm having a ton of trouble with this. I do not know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You're doing probably what you're supposed to be doing. He's just being finicky about it.
You're having trouble with the impalings?
I can't.
He keeps googly eyeing.
I can't aim.
Oh.
My biggest problem.
Yeah, if anyone just wants to just listen, I don't blame them.
If anyone doesn't want to be here at all, I don't blame them.
I'm looking for any other walkthrough. I can't help you with this because all of the other walkthroughs are videos. And I will not watch this.
Poke, poke, poke.
What happens if I shove this all the way in the ear?
That could be one way to sever the optic nerve, but that's not really until step 6.
I mean, there's a way to sever the optic nerve in life and death as well. We just never got that far.
We just billed him extra for the extra ear surgery.
Oh, don't look.
I did, in fact. Now, gouge the eye out by pulling on the object. That's step 3.
Oh, what?
No, it came out. It came out, sort of.
The eye didn't.
You gotta hit him again. No, it sort of did. See, it's bulging out. You gotta hit it again and do that again until it's all the way out.
I know.
Knock the patient's head around or pinch the gouged eyes until they are dangling by the muscle and optic nerve.
Oh, well then that's
so then
okay.
So then let me get the other eye.
Yeah, then just, give him a fucking noogie until it pops out.
This is the knock portion of the checklist. But yeah, impale, gouge, knock, and then cut muscle and optic nerve.
I'm trying to get the other eye, though.
Yeah, good luck.
Now, what's even more impressive, at least I think should be about this, I'm right-handed. What's the whole game played on?
Yeah.
Left.
Maybe that explains why the surgeon is so bad at this, as he is also right-handed and is limited to just his left hand. Or she...
No, don't smack him with the don't smack him with a hammer, smack him with your hand. Or, okay.
Well,
flex, but okay.
The benefit of doing it with your hand is I don't think it causes harm. if you're trying to keep the clock going for as long as possible.
Yeah, just smack them around a lot. Just go full Looney Tunes with this.
Or try and grip them and pull.
Don't gently caress him.
Eh. We're hoping he
You
leaves a
didn't pay
good
for that
Yelp
kind of
review.
action.
Heh.
Yelp reviews are bullshit. You know it. I probably have a negative Yelp review somewhere. Yelp reviews didn't RR enough.
Yeah. Anyway, then we went bowling,
Hey!
and then they rented out an arcade for us, which was really nice. And then on Sunday, we were supposed to go horseback riding, but the woman at the barn had just had her appendix out that week, and her backup person was away. So instead, we had a quiet day playing board games with the people who were left, and that was fun and nice. We fired up the old Xbox 360 that Silver used to own that he let me have, and I barely touch. And we played Modern Warfare 2 like we used to play in high school.
So he was talking about that, yeah.
Yes, that's what he was talking about. And Richard and Carmine and Zach were only allowed to use... I'm so bad at that game. They were only allowed to use knives, and whereas I was allowed to use a gun, and we just played on Rust for like a solid hour. And they still beat me almost every single time. And then, this is like maybe the sweetest thing that happened all weekend. Richard disappears into the kitchen. He comes out with 4 bowls of party cake ice cream, which is something we used to eat all the time during summers, during high school.
Richard, just leave the audio on and just like click on another tab or something. I will not be upset.
Yeah, I am trying not to watch. Yeah, this is bad for everybody.
This is fucking stubborn.
Everyone
Jesus.
was harmed during the making of this film.
There we go. Jesus fucking finally.
Okay, good. Our long national nightmare is nearly over. Pop them out
of there.
and then
Give
cut
them
the
a
optic
noogie.
nerve and muscle, and then pull any 2 eyes from the jar. They will automatically latch on, so you do not need to worry about putting them in place.
Oh, thank God.
They don't even have to match.
If you give 2 different color eyes, you get the achievement heterochromia.
So this man's also going to experience some serious whiplash based on how we're tossing his head around.
Yeah, I mean, we can chalk that up as like a bad reaction to anesthesia. Of like, just like some muscle soreness.
We're about to be done with the surgery, so you're probably cool to pop back in about 5 minutes.
Don't look just yet. Come on, we're right there. Come on, finish cutting. Finish cutting. Get the damn nerve!
Something. You're giving him a nose job. So we're adding that to billing, right?
What's that?
Say that again?
Are we adding the nose job to billing too?
Oh, we're adding that to billing?
Yeah.
Depends on whether or not we replace it once we cut it.
No, we're not doing that.
Alright, I'm going to have to...
I don't think someone's going to pay for a rhinectomy. They only really pay for the rhinoplasty.
When do I get the vasectomy?
I mean, I don't really have any issue with it.
That's a later surgery.
Is it?
No, sadly. Besides, vasectomies are outpatient procedures. It's only general anesthesia. They do it while... local anesthesia. They do it while you're still awake. So you get the truly horrifying sensation of getting to smell your flesh being cut and your vas deferens being cauterized.
Alright, so... I'm going to have to use one of the fucking forceps, aren't I?
If you can't...
No, you take that bottle and you tip it over into that right word pan, and then you just pick them up.
You could probably smash the glass somehow, right? It seems like something this game would do.
They're not glass.
Tragic. The goggles were. Why isn't the jar?
So if I get close, it'll just pop, or what?
It should
It's
just
supposed to.
latch right in.
That didn't look like latching right in.
Well, try a bunch of them. See whichever one sticks.
It's just rolling around on the floor. Like a fucking marble.
Or grape. I'm sure it would pop the same way if you stepped on it.
Forbidden grapes.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, so when I was a kid, there was these Halloween candies. They were gumballs. Painted like eyeballs. And they had like red cherry goo in them.
Oh, I don't know about the goo.
They're
But I've
awesome.
definitely seen eyeball gumballs.
I missed the
I
peanut
miss
butter.
those. I want them back.
I missed the peanut butter eyeballs.
Peanut butter eyeballs. Never seen that.
I don't want the fucking
I have
scalpel.
an Elden Ring that's just an eyeball.
Have you met Turtle Pope?
I haven't played it.
Turtle Pope's all the rage. I haven't played it either, but even
I want to play it.
Heard about Turtle Pope.
I'm going to tell you right now, I want to play it because of what I've heard about one of the endings.
You attack and dethrone God? I know you're into that.
You dethrone God. Well, that would be spoiling it, but like, one of the endings gets a bit more involved than that.
I mean, attacking and dethroning God is like Dark Souls 1 kind of stuff.
You're never gonna play it, right?
Elden Ring? Heavens no.
Yeah.
But some
Okay,
people
I'm gonna
of your
DM you.
followers might. You could DM me.
I'm gonna
Okay.
DM you.
I want the scalpel out of my way. And I want you out of my way. I want literally fucking everything that is not this eyeball out of my way. And the cool thing about all this is I can't see the goddamn eyeball that I'm trying to grab because the hand itself is in the fucking way. Come on, click.
Okay, I DM'd you.
Congratulations.
Where are
Well,
the
this might be good for your lore.
Where are the syringes?
I
There
don't
they
This
are.
would make interesting fan art.
No!
No!
Pressure's on, Alpha.
Might just have to do this the old-fashioned way.
What old-fashioned way? I can't even do this the right fucking way. I mean, look at this. I can't get there.
Gotta lift up his head.
You heard it here. You heard it here, folks. Alpha can't finish.
Cruel.
You know,
Just the slow drop.
there's losing, and then there's losing because of complete bullshit.
Yeah.
And that was complete and utter fucking bullshit.
It kind of was, yeah.
You know what?
Oh boy.
Your Alpha's going full rage against the machine. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies. Hey! It just fucking exploded off! I'm gonna tell you right, Alka, now for me, getting somebody cocaine does not get me out of their blood. Sorry. It just makes it more fun. I wonder if the doctor never wears any gloves. And the wristwatch always keeps falling off and falling into people's chest cavities.
Yeah, if he wore gloves, it wouldn't be nearly as fun.
What about the watch? I guess some poor fucker wakes up from heart surgery to hear beeping in her chest.
All we did was replace the ticker, so what does it matter?
I don't think Surgeon Simulator 2 has eye surgery, so if y'all want to come back,
Some other time.
when we do this next Thursday, I don't think it would be quite as horrible.
Are we doing 2 next week?
Thank you, Rose. And feel free to work. I was planning on it, assuming that it connects fine and doesn't have some kind of fucking issue because I got it on Game Pass and you got it on Steam.
Yeah, that is worth investigating beforehand if you guys
Yeah,
can.
we're going to have to check in on that one of these days before that.
Right.
That's actually a good opportunity for me to look at my Steam library.
I did not make out a word of that.
Me, I'm mumbling.
Hydrate? Alright.
We insist.
I'm very annoyed by the fact that I can't just use keyboard. Because this would be so much fucking easier with a keyboard.
Oh, Rose, if you want to hang around for a minute, let me show you the other model. There you go. That's a freebie. Usually it costs like 7,000 points, but I gave you a freebie.
The ghost!
Yes. No, like I said, it's a freebie. You're fine.
That's it. I've had it.
Alpha's had it.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah!
Ugh. I'm back to not looking.
You should never have been not looking.
His rage only deepens.
Yeah.
You know what?
Because you're trying to perform eye surgery.
V, what do I have to do to make something stick? Because obviously the first 2 were complete flukes.
It's been a fucking age
that's
since
what
I've
it
seen
says,
the
is that it's supposed to just...
Yeah, well, it really doesn't.
I think at least the eyes have to be open, so you need to stab at the ones that are open. Yeah, like that.
That was also lucky.
I think it's entirely down to luck a little bit. From what I remember watching the eye surgery,
Paradise Killer is on sale. Still a lot.
Cup about the face and head.
Smack this man up. If you stab hard enough, you can give him a lobotomy too, yeah.
Now.
just super calming music going on while you're doing this horrid shit.
I don't find it that calming.
That's because you know what's going on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, I mean, I have music going on. Oh no! Not the eyeballs. Not the forbidden grapes.
We finished...
He finished the awful part.
It's still a tiny bit awful. But we're getting close, I think.
You want to hit him with the shot real quick?
It's gone.
Oh.
It already.
Boy. You better hurry.
We're doing that again, okay.
If you two can't get Surgeon Simulator 2 to work next week, I have... Is this a visual novel?
The Paradise Killer?
Alright, I figured it out, I think.
No! Although I... This actually doesn't look like a visual novel.
Okay, Retro Guy, that surgery's finished.
Okay. Anybody who wasn't looking...
We can all come back.
Anybody who wasn't looking, go ahead and look.
Alright, everyone, it's safe.
Alright, there's one more to go. Can I do it in
Unless
time?
you've got a problem about teeth.
I am not thrilled by teeth, but I don't have nearly the same visceral reaction.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next operation promises biting comedy.
Oh boy. I am interested in Paradise Killer. I saw about 2 hours of it, and I think it's beautiful and fascinating.
Well, what were you talking about?
I picked up, because it was on sale for cheap, Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me I got to put each tooth in individually? Or can I just,
whole god, are you serious?
Or can I just dump them all in his mouth and call it a day?
I think you actually had to put them in for this one.
Well, this is the last one.
Oh, is this an arcade game?
There's no way I get through this. I promise. So we're going to devote these last 18 minutes to some of the goriest shit y'all have ever seen. Maybe.
Gorier than what that was? Are you fucking serious?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, great. It occurs to me now that Sayonara Wild Hearts is an arcade-style game, so I don't know if that'll fill 2 hours. Yeah, Retro, me too. That's why I haven't been watching. What other short things can I do?
I have some things, too, we could use if we need them. I'm assuming I need to cut the mask off.
Yeah, that seems to be the way of things.
This is the way.
That's totally not supposed to happen. Of course, that's also just the name of the game, huh?
Yeah.
Kinda. Murder world record.
Hmm.
Can't get the cutty edge.
I like this track a lot better. I don't like how it lags every once in a while, but I think that's more perhaps my internet connection than yours. I am downloading suddenly a lot of Steam things.
Well,
yeah.
Well, guys, this is going to be a point of interest. All right, theory number one.
Cool mustache.
Porn stash.
Suggest nobody looks.
Yeah. They gotta come out before they can go in, I guess.
It's the 3 front rotten ones.
Oh, is it?
I don't think he's paying attention. I think he's just killing this man.
I'm trying to do this in a very particular way. Anybody ever see like a carnival sideshow where they swallow swords?
Uh-huh.
Don't look.
Yes. Oh boy.
This man's gonna swallow a sword.
Alpha, you're
What a
running a
sword to swallow.
streaming show. You can't tell the whole audience to not look. This is why we don't have an audience. Oh, his brain.
I still have one right now, thankfully.
That feels temporary.
Okay, so it's only 3 teeth, not all 32. I was coming into this thinking it was
We
going to
would be
be...
here for days. I thought we were gonna give him like a full upper plate. Is it any 3 teeth?
No,
Teeth
there's...
any percent?
No, I believe there's 3 rotten ones up there that are the operative goal here.
There's 3 specific rotten ones. You're supposed to, after you get them out, use the tweezers to put in new ones.
Oh lord, tweezers with this control?
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're surgerying...
seems-
I don't understand why we're surgerying the mask.
I keep looking for a game on my library to play for this Thursday thing of y'all's, but like, I know Wit's thing is like, she doesn't want anything that's like militaristically violent. And I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, it
As
upsets
if-
me.
As if
I
this,
know, and that's like exactly...
as if this isn't.
I don't think the military is involved, but
This is
it is
comically
also
violent.
viscerally upsetting at times. Yeah.
Hey, could I grab the uvula with this?
Maybe.
Ugh.
Up,
That reminds me of a fully
Open wide and
horrifying
don't
image
look.
I've seen of someone
open wide and don't look.
pulling their
Anybody?
uvula like all the way out. Again, you can't say this to a streaming audience, that streaming is an inherently visual medium. If they wanted to just listen, they'd listen to the radio.
Can I ask you why you're talking like this when you're the one who vehemently doesn't want an audience?
Well, our dear friend
I'm
Violetta
also
does.
streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, but Violetta does her own stuff. Like more...
Yeah, this is her stuff now too. If we drive away those people, she's gonna be mad at us and haunt our souls. And I like just bought this house a year ago. I don't want to move.
You don't want it haunted?
I
Well, let
super
me-
don't want my house to be haunted. Unless
Not
that
even
by
if the
haunting
ghost
you
is,
like
super
fix some
gay?
stuff. Listen,
Does
I
anybody
told
like...
you that in confidence.
Y'all like what I'm doing here?
No, of course nobody does.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh god, all the
I
blood.
do have RPGs. I think she wants shorter games though, not longer ones.
I don't want to commit to a billion years of game if it turns out it's like not gripping. Even though I'm not trying to
Yeah.
entertain an audience, if
Was it necessary for you to say the
her-
word gripping here?
if her ladyship is joining us, it means that we are sharing an audience, and I want it to be good for them.
Well, I do have a thing I could propose. Y'all remember the spirit
that?
behind...
Well, I still think we should try Surgeon Simulator 2 next week, just because it's on the plan.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
if it
yeah.
doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. That's not
just-
in question.
I'm just trying to think in the future.
I have a collection of...
You know what?
I have a collection of floppy disk-based
I mean, there's the
magazines
Itch.io bundle.
with a bunch of games on it.
Okay, he suggested the floppy disk.
Boy, that's a
What were you saying?
crapshoot.
It is,
I
but
was suggest-
that was an error on my part.
What
I
were you
was
suggesting? What-
suggesting and then I think we've done this before, but I'm willing to try again. A day to really sit down with your library and go through the stuff you've already got and see if there's something you haven't done that I can stomach. I can't commit to doing that until after the honeymoon.
Oh, you're
just
saying...
because I feel that my time is not my own these days.
Wait,
I would like to go through it with you sometime.
My library or V's?
For V's first, because I know you have an infinite well of DOS stuff that you can find.
I do, but most of it I'm not all that motivated for. Although it is on my list.
True.
Yeah, like the disc magazines, though. I was going to screen some of them for like games that might actually be interesting, at least for versus content at the very least.
I would want you to sift through it first, because I think maybe the only thing worse than making someone watch an eye surgery is making someone watch you read a magazine.
Oh, wait, I'm not going to do any of the text, wall of text stuff that's in these magazines. It would literally only be games and visual art.
God bless you. Hey, could you do me a huge favor?
Sure.
If anyone can track these down, it's you. There are 2 games from improbable sources from my childhood.
Okay.
That I'm wondering if you can find for me.
Uh-huh.
One of them was on a CD-ROM program called The Ultimate Human Body. And it was like an anatomy learning tool.
I've heard of it. Go on.
And it had a medical knowledge quiz. And I have learned a lot more medical stuff since then. And
you want to see how well you'll do now?
Yes, it certainly will not fill 2 hours. The other one was, I believe, Encarta 96?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it was Encarta 98, had a trivia game that was like a maze.
Okay.
And now, anytime anyone says King's Quest to me, even though I know that's a different game, this is what I end up picturing in my head, because it was like medieval themed. I remember doing a lot better at that than I did at the Ultimate Human Body.
Okay.
If you can track down either of those, I think we could at least fill a little bit of time.
As long as you've got a working virtual machine, because I don't. My computer was very uncooperative with that the last time I tried.
You may have to walk me through it, but I think my computer should be able to handle that. I have more hard drive space than God.
Okay.
Which is not entirely true. It just feels like a lot to me, who used to have to constantly juggle what was on my hard drives.
I remember the days well. There wasn't enough hard drive space back then. For all the things we
Anyway, I might be able to...
This is like the new compendium of ridiculous. You expect me to fucking...
Wait, how willing are you to suffer through another horror game at some point?
Wee!
Being
I think it's better when I don't have to do it. It's certainly non-zero.
Is it?
I guess it depends on which thing makes it horrifying. Is it just jump scares? Am I having to like wrestle with the philosophy of
Is this even possible?
Parenthood and aging and body horror or whatever? Like, depends on what we're talking here. Did you ever play Carrion? Is it called Carrion? The one where you're the terrible monster?
I've not played on stream, no.
But you have played it.
I have played it.
Alright, as long as someone brought it to your attention, because I think of you every time I see it.
Are you wanting me to do that for a Thursday thing?
I wouldn't be... I don't know if it can fill 2 hours of how long, watching
It could certainly fill 2 hours.
It just seems like a thing that you would cathartically enjoy. And I like to see my friends enjoy things.
You know what?
I do, except towards the end where it starts to get fucking really Metroidvania with the fucking maps and I start getting annoyed.
You know what? I quit.
What's up?
I have hit the absolute limit of my skill here.
Well, Alpha, it is almost 10 o'clock, so...
Good, then let's finish.
You picked a good time to have a tantrum.
Good, then
just break his jaw. He owes you money. Ugh. I don't know why rubbing it on his face makes him bleed, but it's bad to see.
Do you have feelings about the Fatal Frame series?
Is that is one of the
Japanese horror game where you take pictures of ghosts.
Take pictures. And it's not the one where you're the schoolgirl, because that was a different game that somebody played that had that same plot.
Yeah.
I believe the Game Grumps did a playthrough of like a very similar game, but I think it was set in like Indonesia.
And that's the one I want to actually play, called Dread Out.
That one's wild. It's got a pig with a human face.
Well, I got one last achievement out of the whole thing.
Is that remove every tooth?
Either that or Carrion, if you could stomach it.
I think Carrion is so removed from the real. I guess it depends. You know what would depend on?
This is it. One last death blow. Let's time this right.
How realistically do they scream?
I timed it right.
Oh, what did we end on?
A deliberate hammer shot.
I don't remember.
Because it's like very like upsetting, like screaming and begging for their life. Like when I played Half-Life, the head crab zombies like screamed and begged for mercy, and I didn't love that.
Well, I'm
gonna tell you right now, Carrion, if you give them time to scream, you're not playing it right. And that's not me like making a horrible joke.
Well, my
honest... It's supposed to be an ambush killer.
My honest review of my experience here tonight is once you finally get a handle on how to grip certain things, it's a really good game to cut your surgical teeth on.
There was one too many puns in that.
Thank you, Amy, for subscribing. I got to hear my subscription sound, and I love it.
Ryoka, you're better than we deserve. You're not better than Violetta deserves, but like this is not the stream you should have subscribed for. Are you kidding me? This was garbage. We're garbage.
Yes, and I'm spent.
But we appreciate you enjoying garbage.
Well, that in that new attitude about the way to do things, that was much less unpleasant overall.
I'm glad that you had any fun at all. This was a slot.
So in the very near future, perhaps next week, V and I will do this together and hopefully cause exponentially worse chaos.
I will do my very best to be here. Again, the wedding is fairly imminent, but I don't think I will need that night to do stuff unless I fuck up my time management, which is a distinct possibility. But I plan on being there.
Excellent.
So, ladies, gentlemen, both and neither, I've got to go to bed because it's 10.
I have to eat.
You should. I would love for you to do that. I would take it as a personal favor, in fact.
Wait, you said 96, right?
I think it was 90. Maybe it was 98. 96, I would have been very young.
Oh,
whatever.
I got a question. I got to feel to you over DM before you go to bed, so...
Very well.
I'll let y'all do that, and in the meantime, I have commenced my hunt for you, Wit.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yep.
Well, I have been Wit.
I'm Alpha.
For AlphaWit Thursdays, we are signing off, and as always, we don't remember our sign-off.
Titwanks are quite hard to...
Why the fuck am I the one that remembers this when I'm only on this show part of the fucking time?
Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
Way!
That is our sign-off. We're sticking with it.
Are we? We don't stick with anything.
That one's worth it, though. And I love the reaction follow from me saying it.
We'll see if either of us can remember it.
Oh, trust me, I will remember the Titwanks.
Yeah, I bet you will. Alright, I'm gonna sign off of Voy. Drop me the Discord.
Oh, Mind Maze. Mind Maze.
I will do as soon as I finish my
98.
That definitely could be it.
98.
Yeah, see if you can get me one.
The ultimate human body.
One, please. All right. Good night, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, good night. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Bye.
And I just realized I'm still on. Not anymore. Good night.